Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, I apologise about that, and indeed if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2022 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well, because another country has decided to join the party, if you like, and that country is Latvia. The contenders for Latvia are now out, and their national final, Supernova 2022, is scheduled to take place next month. The semi-final will be on February the 5th, and the final is just a few days later on the 12th of February. Now it says here, Supernova 2022 will be the 7th edition of Supernova. The competition will consist of between 16 and 24 entries, of which a number will take part in the final that will take place in February 2022. The exact format will be announced at some point. I think it's already been announced, I just haven't seen it. The songs were released a short time ago. I've got a recap video that I'm going to take a look at. I have absolutely no idea who is involved. I haven't seen a thing, so I'm going into this pretty much completely blind. The only person I know who seems to be involved is Aminata, because she is in the thumbnail. More on that in a moment. The submission period was open for 2 months towards the end of last year, and a jury made up of representatives of the main radio stations in Latvia assessed the songs, only being informed of the song title and not the singer. So, with that being said, clearly they were looking perhaps for a radio-friendly current hit. But that's all well and good. But you aren't voting for it in the end. It's everybody else around Europe you want to vote for it. So could it be a radio hit in Portugal and Lithuania and Norway and Georgia? That's what you've got to be thinking. You've got to be thinking well ahead. Anyway, just before I do get into this particular video, as always, let me know your thoughts. Links in the description to my social media pages as always. I just wanted to briefly mention some of my other national final favourites first. There will be a Eurovision 2022 What We Know So Far video once again on my channel within the next few days, all being well, where I'll mention this stuff again, no doubt. But in Albania, Fick is over, of course. I liked Kelly, Razata Smaya, Ronella, who won, of course, Casey Rustia, quite like that song too. As for Estonia, there's a whole bunch of tracks I like, but the main one that I'm still enjoying now is Little Girl by Marilyn Malk. That's my favourite there, but I don't think it's winning at all. Lithuania, some of the songs are out, and the rest will be out over the course of this week, I believe it is, as I'm uploading this video. I haven't heard anything that's blown me away just yet. Romania, if you haven't seen my video that I uploaded yesterday evening, I listened to snippets of all of the songs. Today I've listened to a few of those songs in a bit more detail, and my thoughts are pretty much exactly the same. Do Svidania is probably the strongest choice there, and there's another one by Jesse, which is pretty good as well. And Spain, as for Benidorm Fest, it's Tanxugeiras or bust. It's as simple as that as far as I'm concerned. So, Supernova 2022, Latvia. I always do this before I eventually start watching the video. I just give a bit of a potted history of that particular country, whatever country it is, in Eurovision to date. Debuted in Stockholm 2000 with a cracking song, My Star by Brainstorm, which was this sort of whimsical indie pop number. What a fantastic debut. 3rd place. Brainstorm, one of the biggest acts, full stop, musically in Latvia. Still going strong today, I believe. Reināš Kalpas would co-host in 2003 with Mary N, who would win in 2002. 20 years ago this year, since she won with I Wanna in neighbouring Estonia, in Tallinn. And you've probably seen the performance, I'm sure, where she essentially performs a bit of a striptease. She's in a suit at the start, and then she's in that orange dress at the end. And I think during the recap, she did it in reverse. 2002 wasn't a particularly strong year, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions as well, I'm sure. And that one really did stand out from the field. Then, not so good. Then didn't qualify in 2004, which was a shame because I really liked that song. And then in 2005, Voltas and Kasia, one of whom sadly passed away several years ago, only just qualified in Kiev and then finished in the top 5 in the final that year. Absolutely extraordinary. Such a stripped back, gentle acoustic ballad. But it's fair to say, over the past decade, Latvia, for want of a better word, have been pretty crap when it comes to Eurovision. And look, it's very rich of me to say that. I'm from the UK. We've been pretty damn bad as well over the past 10 years or so. So have Spain, so have Germany, so have a few other countries. But what I'm hoping is that Latvia has taken a look at the Netherlands a little bit, and Switzerland, and Iceland, and Italy, of course, and said, well, they weren't great, particularly Switzerland and Iceland. You know, mediocrity for a few years. They weren't great for a while, but look at them now. They're doing pretty well in Eurovision. So if they can do it, so can we. That's what I'm hoping the attitude was when these radio representatives started picking the songs. Anyway, finally, bear with me. It's time to watch Mr. Eurovision second channel, Supernova 2022, Latvia. All participants recap. Apart from Aminata, and let's not forget, she did do well for Latvia in 2015 with a song that she wrote herself. I've never loved it, but I can appreciate the tune, and she sang the hell out of it. And then in 2016, she wrote Just's song, Heartbeat. That reached the final as well. She did, I think, co-write The Moon is Rising for Samantha Tina earlier this year, but we all know how well that did. Not very well at all. And Latvia does have a habit of sending the wrong song. Cake to Bake? I'm not sure that was the right choice in 2014. Anyway, here we go, at last. I'll be very honest, and I will listen to the songs in my own time. The video you're watching is not in the bottom corner of the video you're watching now, because that's just the way it is on this channel, but you've probably seen this. Here we go. Let's see if there's any familiar names. Quality, I'm hoping. First up is Bermudu Divsturis with Bad. That sounds similar to something I've heard before. Very similar indeed. I can't quite remember the tune though. It's two guys in glasses. It's a sort of clubby pop song. I don't think that... Oh my god, there he is. Marcus Reaver. How could I forget about him? One final thought on Bad. Well, it's not great. Marcus Reaver, then, if you're gonna love me. Cheesy mid-tempo, but it might be one of the strongest ones here. He seems to have gone downhill every time he's been in Supernova. He needs to get back to, you know, a few years ago when he was sending half-decent stuff. Just internally select him at some point, that's what I say. Anyway, Aminata, here she is. This could be the winner. I'm letting you go. I mean, it's fairly typical stuff, but it's pretty good. Not bad. Next up is Bujans with He, She, You and Me. And they look like they've just stepped off the set of Glee. One big family. Oh, that's a bit dated. Up tempo, got a good pop beat, I suppose, but that's not the right choice. Citizeni is next. This is an all-male group with Eat Your Salad. Well. Do you know what? The music here sounds a bit like Levitating by Dua Lipa. Being green is cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, okay, nice message. But come on now, Latvia's better than this. Fairly catchy, but not the right choice. Next up's Inspo with A Happy Place. Rock, female lead vocals. Very grimy, almost grunge. I don't think that's the right choice. Mix Dukurs is next. I think he's been involved before. This is First Love. Definitely need to hear the whole thing. It seems to me as though there's some sort of disconnection between his voice and the instrumentation here. Not quite working for me. It's quite chilled out though, which I could appreciate. Aminada's still the best. Come on. Beatrice Heislery is next with On the Way Home. It's the sort of song that plays in the background when you're playing Mario Kart. I mean, it feels very 80s. Not bad though, I suppose. Next up is In and Out of the Dark by the Coconuts. Yeah, this is a sort of fuzzy, almost shoegaze type rockish entry, I suppose. A little bit jazzy. There's potential with that one, but how do you stage it in a way that's memorable? You've got to think ahead. Next up is Kato with Promises. Oh, okay. This is fairly happy stuff. Quite sweet. But I'm not sure that stands out enough. Next up is Elena Gluzhunova with Espabijutur. No. It's nice, but not the right choice. Mes Jus Milam. Next, two guys. Rich Itch. Okay, this is a sort of funky tune. But that has the potential to be incredibly irritating, more than enjoyable to listen to. Next up is Linda Ruseniece with Pay My Own Bills. And she looks a little bit like Dotter. Okay, this is a song packed with sass. That's okay. Next up is Raum, R-A-U-M, with Plans. Pop punk almost. Not bad. Next up, Zelma with How. Ooh. This is a moody rock number. Oh, this is quite interesting, but again, it feels as though it's two songs in one, and they don't really fit together almost. And then we have a guy with curly hair, Patrick Peterson, with Can't Get You Out of My Head. Okay, that's a pretty unoriginal melody, perhaps, but there's something quite sweet about it, I suppose. Well, that's it. Supernova 2022. And I have to say, that was a little bit better than I was expecting. It's not an incredible batch of songs by any means, but it wasn't too bad. Again, I'll be very interested to know who the favourite is. I've written down 6 names out of that 20 or so. You can't really see it on camera, of course. The one with a tick next to it is Aminata. I'd be surprised if she doesn't win this quite comfortably. She's got Eurovision pedigree. She obviously did very well in 2015, as I've already said. That was pretty good. And then Marcus Reaver, yeah, he'll be up there, but I don't think that's our winner. I've written down, let me just skip through these again. Eat your salad, heavens above. Okay. Beatrice with On the Way Home. I could see that doing fairly well. I'm not sure it's winning material, but you never know. Linda, where is she in this? Linda. Where on earth is she? Oh yes, Linda Ruseniece with Pay My Own Bills. That has potential for good staging, and therefore it makes it more memorable, and if she can sing really well, they could be onto something special. Yeah, that's one of the best. And then we've got Raum, I'm not entirely sure, with Plans. That is also one, that's probably my favourite one here, actually. It's got this sort of throwback, mid-2000s, rockish sound going on. Quite radio-friendly, absolutely. Yeah, and I also wrote down, I don't even know where this person is. I don't even know. Who I've written down... What? I do apologise. Oh, the last guy. The last guy, of course. I've just pressed the wrong button. What is going on? What shambles? The last guy in this particular video. What's his name again? Patrick's Peterson. Can't get you out of my head. Yeah, that has potential too. So with that being said, not bad from Latvia. Let's hope that they don't go for Eat Your Salad or Rich Itch. I mean, we're past that. Let's send something that might actually really stand out in Turin, get Latvia into the final, maybe blow people away. So Aminata is surely the one to beat here. No doubt about it. Raum and Linda. There you go. I'll listen to the songs in full in my own time over the next few days. This Eurovision 2022 season is really ramping up now. So many countries are announcing things left, right and centre. We know the Montenegro representative as well. And I think Poland are the next country where we'll definitely get a song. I think that's going to be in about 2 weeks or so. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you're Latvian especially, maybe you're familiar with some of these names. You'll know how successful they are or how much of a newcomer they are. And keep an eye on my social media pages because I might post a ranking of all of the songs at some point soon. Hopefully the quality wasn't too bad. Do let me know what you think. I'm genuinely interested. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Roll on more Eurovision 2022 contenders. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Wear a mask. And bye for now.